Hey guys, Drew Adams here. Today we're talking stock picks of an award-winning fund manager who beat the stock market by 90% last year and why I am getting into the same stock this Monday. Let's get into it. So the fund manager I was talking about, her name is Cathie Wood. She manages ARKK, this ETF here, which has completely knocked it out of the park this last year, beating the stock market by 90%. She made a lot of people a ton of money. And so definitely I feel like when she goes in and buys 4.2 million shares of Nintendo, you got to ask yourself, one, is this a company that I understand? And two, is this a company that I can get behind and leave my money in for years to come? And that was for me a yes and a yes. And so I grew up playing my handheld Game Boy. It was the best thing ever. I absolutely loved it. I spent so much time on that and I have so many fond memories of that. And if you guys could do me a huge favor by paying your respects to the Game Boy, smash that like button. And seriously, what it'll do is it'll push my content out to more people who are like-minded like you and me, so that we can help other people learn how to invest their money. You got to take a look at the numbers next and make sure that they all make sense. So let's dig right into it. Back in October of 2020, the Nintendo Switch had its best-selling month, selling 736,000 devices, beating its record or its number of sales that it set the year it released back in 2017. Another interesting thing is the Nintendo Switch has topped the console best-selling list for 23 consecutive months back then. Now, obviously, these numbers were boosted by the pandemic, and so everyone was at home playing video games and decided to buy a Switch, right? Now, the interesting thing is this point right here. Even though Nintendo had an absolutely amazing year because of the pandemic and they sold so many devices during that period, Nintendo still raised its full year revenue forecast to $15.3 billion. Taking a look at the year 2020, their total revenue was $12.17 billion. So that's a massive increase in what the company is expecting to produce this year. Taking a look at some of these numbers here, their 52-week high is 82. 52-week low is 35. Their PE ratio is 18.4. Now, one thing to understand too is this: all the stocks in the S&P 500, their average PE ratio is about 22. So the number here is a pretty strong number. The lower this number is, the better it is in this situation due to the other numbers that we went over earlier. And the market cap is $71 billion. Next thing I like to do is take a look at what the analysts have to say on Robinhood here. 76% of them are saying it's a buy, 19% a hold, and 5% a sell. Over on Yahoo Finance, 2 of the analysts are saying that it's a strong buy. Average price of the stock should be valued at somewhere around $83, and it's currently sitting at $75.21. And over on Webull, same story. So one of the things that gets me excited is Taiwan's daily economic news, and Bloomberg has announced or released that there's going to be a new version of the Switch coming out early this year. And so that is definitely going to bolster sales. There's going to be a lot of new content coming out, new games, fresh new information that is going to make the stock surge. Things are going to definitely look up for the company as far as numbers are concerned and sales. And so I'm very, very bullish on this, and I'm feeling very good about the direction that the company is going and the type of numbers that it's producing currently. So as promised, I'm going to be going over my week's progress on my overall portfolio and the stock pick that I chose last week, which was NextEra Energy. And so let's take a look at this now. So overall in my Robinhood account for the week, I'm up 6.28%. My M1 Finance, I'm up 6.63. And currently Vanguard's not showing me what it is, but I recently reallocated all my funds inside of my rollover. And so those numbers might be a little off this week, but we can still take a look at them next week. For the year though, I'm up 46% in this account. And so that's definitely something interesting that I can show you guys later. And if you're interested in seeing those plays that I made inside of my rollover, let me know in the comment section below. And so taking a look at my purchase last week, I bought 3 stock of NextEra Energy at 81.82, and the stock is currently sitting at 83.70. And so I had a 2.3% return, which I'm pretty happy with. And you also got to remember that I'm looking at the long term when it comes to investing into companies like this. I'm not necessarily looking for short-term gains. Especially considering my overall portfolio, I'm very happy with the types of returns I've gotten this year. So far, I'm up 23% on Robinhood, 26% on my M1 Finance account, and with my Vanguard account, like I said, I'm up 46% for the year. So that's going to do it for this video today. Do me a huge favor, smash that like button, leave me a comment on your favorite Nintendo game, and if there's anything else I missed you guys are interested in looking into or would like to add on to the video, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a ton.